Hi there, Marianne, how are you?
Hi, Shelley. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for coming out today. Appreciate it. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
This is the best time of year for us here in
Yes.
the Southwest, isn't it? I tell you, it's crazy that golf slows down so much here, and this is the nicest time of the year. I feel like, don't you feel like?
Yeah, because everybody's here in the summer, but the fall's a great time. Cool and just right.
Yeah. So, what do you do, Marianne? Do you work? Are you retired?
I'm retired from the Air Force. I'm a retired physician, and now what I do is I kind of do leadership development, but I'm also working on a program for golfers to go and get them into shape in terms of flexibility.
Yeah, you had mentioned that on the phone. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Good. Yeah, because I remember again when starting to golf, realized my body is not ready for the flexibility of all the in terms of the golf swing and everything, and so realized that up. And so with the things I've been doing to get more flexible, can share that with other golfers.
Okay, and it's a trainer. It's somebody that you're working with here. Okay.
And we're going to add nutrition, because a lot of us don't eat that well, as well as I'll call mindset or focus. So that because I know when I was talking with some of the golfers, especially those that have been playing and they're in tournaments, they sometimes lose focus.
Right.
They get nervous because they did a bad ball, and then they carry that thinking all the way through.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. It's very much a mind game for sure. So good. And you said you had mentioned maybe doing a pilot study or something with some of the members. Okay.
Yes.
Well, good. So that's great. I think it's definitely something I think we all could use. Obviously, we all need to eat better.
That's right.
We all need to stretch. We're not getting any younger, so that's great. Do you have any other interests besides golf? Do you like to hike or be outdoors or do anything?
Yeah, walking. So
walking.
Again, that's why I think I like the golf now. Is really doing the outdoors.
And then in terms of working out, I mean, I know you had mentioned that you do have a trainer when we talked on the phone.
Right.
So do you
work out about twice a week?
Twice a week. Okay.
With her.
Okay. Any injuries?
No.
No aches or pain. I mean, nothing.
Nothing
out of the ordinary.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, kind of. I think. I mean, if you don't have aches and pains, you're probably not upright. But but no. Metal parts or anything like that.
Yeah,
no need to worry about.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
No, recovered again now from kind of an AC, just an inflammation, and that's now taken care of. So.
Okay. So you're no pain.
No pain.
Nothing when you hit or anything. Okay. All right. So nothing there. I'm going to take a quick look at your golf clubs. I mean, what do you have?
This is the 8.
Okay. Now, did you get these? Were these custom fit for you?
No,
or
they
did
were.
you?
Okay. Actually, the only thing I custom fit was the sand wedge and the my putter.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So your sand wedge and your putter. Okay. So it looks like. Okay. So it's about it goes along with the same length. It looks like as the rest of your clubs. Okay. And you've got steel shafts, and I'm assuming they're probably fairly light. It doesn't tell me the weight on these, but you know, one of the things you might consider doing at some point is just going through an actual club fitting when they have a demo day, and we have them out here on occasion. But you know, it might be good just to make sure that your clubs are the right length and the right lie angle and the right shaft flex. It's always good, you know, if you're going to continue to play, to make sure you're using something that's actually will help you, and it's made a little bit more for you. But for now, I think these will be just fine. So.
Yeah, because that's what I'm looking at. Once I get better, then start investing in clubs that fitting the clubs.
Right. So let's talk about your goals and tell me a little bit about your game. Like where are you at? How long have you been playing?
I've been playing about 2 years, and I think this year especially, maybe a little bit the last couple of months, coming out here more often.
Okay.
And so I can. I do 9 holes because I do many strokes with each hole, so I'd be exhausted by the time, or even injured by the time I did 18 holes. So now I'm averaging maybe from about 8 to 13 strokes per hole. But the par 3s, again, there's usually less.
Okay.
And so what I'm looking for is decreasing the strokes, so that then I can go and then we actually get to playing 18 holes.
Okay. Okay, so you're averaging 8 to 13 per hole. So when you think about, you know, your rounds, maybe some of your recent rounds, if you're thinking about those holes, I mean, are you having situations where you're missing shots, not hitting shots well, consistently?
Because sometimes I really do well and the shot gets aloft, and that's good. But then sometimes I wind up just going, it stays on the, trips it on the ground.
Okay, okay.
And
so
then
a lot of top shots, like where the ball's not getting up at all. Okay.
Yeah. And since we have a nice rolling hills, it rolls so I get distance, but
Right.
but I know that I need to have a little more loft.
Right. Well, and most of our greens out here, are elevated, not severely, all of them, but it's a lot easier if the ball's coming in high than it is if it's coming in low, because we do have a lot of bunkers and rough and things to work around. So if we were just going to come up with a specific goal for today's lesson, is there something in particular? I know you had mentioned wanting to maybe hit some golf balls, so we're set up here to hit full swing, full shots, but is there something in particular?
Yeah, probably the swing. That I'm doing it technically correct.
Okay.
Because that way, not getting injured. And I think it's kind of maybe more of the upswing, but also maybe more the follow through. Because I realized, I don't always do the follow through. Like even when I'm putting, sometimes I know I catch myself. Oh, once I hit the ball.
Okay.
So I got to get that muscle memory of doing the follow through.
Okay. So you feel like maybe when you're finishing your swing, you're not getting all the way through. And
no, I think I may just stop here.
Oh, okay.
And then I could go and look for where did the ball go.
Okay.
So.
A lot of times we get very fixated on the golf ball, right? And we're so fixated on it that I think at times we think the golf ball's our target, and we forget that we have a target out in the distance somewhere, right? And so a lot of times the swing, and I notice with a lot of beginners and amateur players, is that the swing kind of does, it stops at the ball rather than continuing on. So really the fastest part of your golf swing should be at impact and just beyond, okay? So if we're doing things, sequencing our golf swing properly, that club should have a lot of energy as it's coming through, enough to pull you all the way through and get you into a full finish, right? But, if you're doing things incorrectly or having some breakdowns in your backswing and such, then that, sometimes there'll be some breakdowns and you won't be able to get through it. So I can hopefully, maybe give you some drills today to work on to try to help you finish better. So with finishing, I mean, if we could get you finishing, I know you said that you've hit, you're having some bad shots here and there on the course. Out of the majority of your swings, how many of those swings do you feel like you actually finish? Any of them, or do you feel like everything's kind of stopping a little short?
That's what's hard, because sometimes I think I don't pay attention.
But know where you're at.
But I think I don't really think. I think have a sensation that I kind of go all the way like here.
Okay.
I think I kind of go maybe up to here or something.
And the swing's kind of stopping short.
And then
okay, so maybe you really haven't gotten all the way through it at all, right? Maybe if the sensation's not there, that you're finishing, you may not. So. Okay, so if we could get you to finish your golf swing today, would that be a good goal?
I think so too.
And then a finish being, well, to me, a finish is when the hip flexors are both rotated, right, towards the target. The back of the heel is up, the toe is down, right?
Yeah,
and we're balanced.
I haven't done that.
Right, and your weight at the completion of your swing should be primarily on your left side, right, to the point where you can lift your right foot off the ground, right? Okay. If you're finishing and you're leaving weight back here, well, something's wrong, right?
I think that's what I do. I think I don't really go all the way like this.
Okay, okay. Well, let's work on that today. I may have you swing this little contraption here with the ball on the end. We may do that here in a little bit. But before we do that, I want to do a few stretches with you.
Okay.
Did you work out at all this morning? Have you stretched?
Yeah, maybe about 2 hours ago.
Okay. So that's a little bit too much time in between. So let's just do a couple basic stretches. We're going to lift up. This is a really good one, just to kind of get the chest open. Kind of gets into the shoulders. I'm going to push back a little bit, and then we can do side bend to the right, side bend to the left. Any pain? Anything? No. Good. That's it. Good. And then I like to always get into the hip flexors a little bit. So always have a club for balance. So I know you worked out, but do you normally stretch before you go out on the golf course?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. I learned the hard way a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And
Not as much as I
didn't
should.
stretch and have my back go out, and so yeah, you just want to be, just get the, just that in itself, it's tough when just for your balance.
Yeah.
Do you feel some stretch in your hip area?
Yes.
If you sit back, if you can sit back just a little bit, there you go.
Okay, yeah, now I
You
think
feel
I
it now?
can.
Yeah, good. All right. Okay, so that's important. I always like to try to hit the neck. Do some little neck circles. Forward and back. All right. I get a lot of cracking when I do that.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. But
Yeah, I do a little bit too.
yeah. And then here's a good one that's very much like what we do in the golf swing in terms of shoulder turn. But you're going to go ahead and get into your posture, okay, your golf posture. And then we're going to rotate back to the left, getting our left shoulder to turn towards the ball and get our upper back towards the target. And then we're going to rotate through. Okay, so let's add one more thing to this, okay, because this is what we're going to work on with you today is
Put the left.
releasing the right heel. There you go. That's it.
Yeah, now I'm getting kind of
We're going to rotate through. You can feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Do you know what your learning style is? Do you learn through feel? Are you more of a visual learner? Or how
visual and then doing.
Okay.
So
So you need to feel it.
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody were to show you something, does
Yeah.
that help too?
Yes.
Like if I was to kind of demonstrate, that makes.
Yeah.
You
So I
can
need
make the
to
connection.
see it how it's done. Then I try it and then get correction. And am I doing it right?
Gotcha. Okay. That's helpful. Good. All right. I'm going to rotate through. Good. How did your balance feel there? Good.
Yeah, I haven't been doing that.
Okay. Well, you know,
That's
if
good.
the golf swing is stopping right here,
Yeah.
you know, you're probably hitting some shots over there.
Oh yeah, that's
You're
almost.
probably topping some.
Yeah,
So
And I've been wondering why are they not going sometimes straight?
right. So just like you said, just kind of getting that sensation and knowing, right? Knowing where you need to be at the completion of your swing. And a lot of times we'll actually have you go to the follow through, hold that follow through, get really comfortable with it, and then start back and then just flow through into that space. Okay. So we'll do that today. You feel good? You
Oh, yeah.
feel relaxed and okay. So I know we talked about short-term goals, right? Being to hopefully get you to finish, right? If we finish, I believe you're probably going to start hitting the ball better, right? And you're scoring right now anywhere from 8 to 13 on most of the holes. You know, so that's quite a few over par, right? I mean, you obviously, you're probably never going to shoot par. But do you have a goal? I mean, your scoring goals, I mean, based on this, you're probably shooting, what, 80s or so?
Yeah, between 80 and 80 and probably 89.
80 to 89, okay, on average. So is your goal to get your scores to start coming down, or is it to just gain satisfaction or have more enjoyment, or?
Probably to get it down because I want to do 18 holes.
Okay.
And if I can get the scores down, then that means I'll have now the energy.
Less swinging, so then you can play more holes. Okay. So right now, you know, you're shooting in the 80s. Is there a target goal, or is there a number that you'd like to shoot? And then maybe say looking, I don't know, 6 months down the road?
Yeah, probably, maybe if I could do between 6 and 8.
Between 6 and 8 on each.
I'm
on
probably,
each hole?
and maybe that on the.
That might be a little lofty. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you're saying 8 to 13. I mean,
So maybe
maybe 10
Okay.
to 12. You know,
Okay.
per hole. That would be cutting 2 shots per hole. If you could, I mean,
okay.
if you break it down like that, if you could cut 2 shots per hole, would that be acceptable?
That would be good.
Okay, I think that would bring it down. That would cut, you know, probably, gosh, 18 shots off of your score, right? That you could then carry to. And it may not be that you want to play 18 holes right away. Maybe at first you just want to play 12 or 13 holes, right? And that's the beauty of our golf course is that you can play 13 holes, 12 or 13 holes if you want to, right? And kind of work into it gradually. But maybe within the next year, you would want to play 18 holes, you know. And if you're shooting, you know, in the 60s to 70s, you know, then that's a lot less per hole, you know, per hole if you're able to do that. So, okay, so we'll, you know, I'd like you to, you know, stay in touch with me and let me know how that's going.
Okay.
Obviously, you know, but I think for today, you know, if we could get you finishing, I think you're going to start seeing some results
I think so
pretty
too.
quick. So
Yeah.
let's do this. I want you to go ahead and just hit 5 shots for me, okay? I'm not going to say anything for these first few. I'm not ignoring you. I just want to see what you do naturally, okay? And we're hitting what club here? This was the...
Oh, this is the 8 iron.
The 8 iron. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So
I had one good shot.
A little bit, yeah. Right. So the third one, I think, was your best, and that one you actually had a better finish. So let's do this. I want to put some alignment sticks down. Now we've got a couple of flags here, okay, that we can aim at. I always want to know what your target is, okay. So I don't know what were you aiming for anything there, or were you
I
just
think I was aiming for the target, but
Okay.
I don't think I really did the setup for the target.
Yeah,
I think I was really kind of doing it
you were
here.
aimed a little bit over there towards that bunker. So when you're aiming, you know, you always want to have, always want to have a target line. Okay, so this red stick's going to represent the target line. We're going to aim out here towards the red flag. Okay, and then your body's going to be just parallel to that. Okay, 'cause believe it or not, if we're misaligned, that can actually cause some quirky things to happen in our swing. So, okay. So just, you know, I'm watching you hit 5 shots. Yeah, I agree. You can finish better than what you are. You know, out of those 5 shots, yeah, the third one, that was the best. The others, you kind of stopped here, and it was a little bit fat. But I saw something that I think we want to address, maybe even before we talk too much more about the finish, and that's the fact that your left foot is releasing quite a bit. So in other words, as you swing up to the top, your left heel's kind of coming off of the ground, and it's causing you to lose your levels in the golf swing, okay? So you're kind of going up, and then you're going down. And the ones that you hit fat, okay, you hit the ground first, it was just simply because you came out of your posture, you lifted your heel, and then you dropped down too much, okay? So I think overall, if we could get you to kind of level out your swing a little bit, okay? So your head shouldn't move much up and down, and it shouldn't move much side to side, okay? So I think if we can get you a little bit more level, work on your posture a little bit, I think that's going to help get us in a better position, so that we can get in a little bit better position at the top and then be able to go through. I think that it's just a little bit too much up and down.
Yeah, and I don't even realize I'm lifting up the left leg. That's what's interesting. That's why it's good seeing, having somebody else.
Yeah, to look at. Yeah, right. That's why you're here. So, one drill though I think would be really helpful, and you can do this at home, and I call it the pillow drill. Okay, we unfortunately can't do it here because we don't have a wall. But if you have a wall, or get into a hallway at your house and put a pillow up against the wall, and then I want you to anchor your head against that pillow, and then I just want you to take some practice swings. Okay, so you're just going to swing back, and you're going to swing through like this. Okay, if you watch my head, okay, I'm not moving now. If I release my heel, okay, watch what happens to my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lifts up.
Right, it lifts up, and then so if you lift up, you got to go back down, and it's really hard when you're fluctuating like that. So we want to try to anchor. We want to try to anchor the head, and then just rotate. Okay. If we can keep now, if the heel comes off the ground a little bit, I think we'll be okay. But yours is coming off the ground, quite a bit. So I think if we can try to keep that guy down just a little bit, I think overall we just might become a little bit more consistent and might hit the ball a little bit more solid. Okay. So let's take a few swings, and I do want to mention one more thing in regards to your posture, okay? So when you set up, okay, I want you to feel like you have a little bit more space under your chin, okay? So this is kind of a good drill. So it's like we're shooting a gun up to our chin, okay? There you go. Okay, so the reason we want to do this and we want to have some space between our chin and our chest is so that when we rotate back, okay, into our backswing, right, we can clear and we can get our shoulder underneath our chin. If our chin is tucked into our chest, we're going to get here, and then something's got to give, right? Otherwise, I can't complete my backswing, right? So a lot of this is due to just not having enough space right here. So then what happens, right? You lift up so that you can get around it. Okay, so if we can create a little bit more space. Okay, can you see the ball okay?
Yeah.
All right. So those two things, okay? A little bit more space here, and try to hold that foot down, okay? Let's hit a couple shots and just see if we get better result. Okay, that's all right. A little bit out of balance.
Did the foot come up?
Not so much, not as much. All right, do you feel nice and grounded at address? That's real important. You feel like your feet are attached to the ground pretty good? All right. Chin's up. You can see the ball okay? Fantastic.
I think I'm still coming up because I could feel.
You could feel it a little bit? Yeah. Yep. Coming up just a little bit. Let's do this, okay? I'm just going to hold your head now. I don't want you to worry. I'm not sure where that little thumb.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There we go. I'm not sure what that thumb was doing, but yeah. Okay, so we want to keep that thumb tucked in, right? We don't want to. I don't think we want to have that thumb. Your thumb's okay, right? No injuries, nothing.
Yeah, no,
okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to hold your head. Don't worry about me. You just swing. Really, this is just about you feeling
keeping it down.
Keeping your head a little bit more stable. Good. Can you see the ball okay? All right. All right, now I'm going to step away, okay? Because I think with me there, it's a little intimidating. You're afraid to really swing through it. Keep that head nice and still. Okay.
Yeah, that felt a little bit better.
Right? A little bit better here. And what I noticed there is you actually got your heel
up.
You got your heel up a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see. Chin up.
Oh yeah, just straight down.
Yeah, just get just a little bit further. I feel like you're just a little bit close to the ball. Okay. That's it. Good. So you just want to let your arms hang nice and free. That's it. But you don't want to be standing on top of the ball. All right, chin up. All right, and then let's try to follow through here.
Yep, I came up because otherwise that's why I think I'm hitting low.
Just a touch.
Yeah.
Okay. So that time you kind of got here, and then your arms went here. Okay, so remember that your target, where your target is, right? Your target is out there, right? We want to let this golf club travel out towards our target, okay? Instead of pulling up.
Maybe I am too close. That might be.
Here we go. So we're going to get here. Okay, here's your reminder, okay? After you make contact with this ball, I want you to feel some extension towards that ball, okay, so that your arms extend out in front of you rather than standing up and pulling in, okay? All right, so chin's up, better posture, and we're going to stretch for the target. Okay.
Yeah, got more of a feel for that.
Do you feel like your arms got long
Yeah.
just beyond impact? Yeah, that was the difference, right?
You
You didn't go here and then collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Float a little bit more.
So we've got to remember,
Okay.
we always have to remember where our target is, right? And swing to our target. There you go. That's good. Chin up just a little bit if you can. Good. All right, and remember where your target is.
Probably, I think I did come up.
Yeah, it came up. Just, you know, you got to make sure you can see the club hit the ball, and then stretch your arms to your target. A little better?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you finish there, did you notice your hair was up?
Yeah.
Better. Good. Okay, I told you we would take a few swings with this, okay? So let's do that real quick. I want you to just take a few swings, and I want you to focus on creating a swoosh sound coming through, okay?
And putting the foot up like
Yeah,
that too?
exactly. So we want to go all the way through and finish. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I hear the switch.
Okay. Hold your finish once you get all the way through it, okay? All the way through. Okay, stop right there. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're out of balance. That's okay. Okay, so when you finish, okay, so we want this club. Let me show you. Let me show you real quick. Okay, so stand right over here. Okay, so I'm here. I'm going to load up. Notice where the club's at.
Yeah, behind your head.
Okay. Now the club's extending out to my target. Okay, so there's the long arms we've been talking about. And then we finish here. Okay. Heels up.
Okay.
Okay. So just two things, Marianne, okay? We're going to work on getting a little better posture, working on our levels, and then swinging all the way through and holding our finish. There you go. Good. All right, chins up. Good. Here we go. Let that club stretch to the target and eventually make its way around your body. Good. What's the sensation right now? What do you feel?
Yeah, actually now I can feel turning
Okay.
a little bit. Because I don't think I was really turning that much.
Yeah, exactly. You said it yourself. It was like the swing was stopping
And this
at
is
the ball.
light, so that I can,
Right, and you can hear.
I'm not concentrating on the ball,
Mm-hmm.
which is the other
Right,
thing.
right.
Yeah,
Good.
and also too, getting the balance.
Hearing that whip through there.
Mhm.
Good. Good. That's it. Okay, let's hit 3 more shots and we will call it a day. But that is basically what you need to work on in a nutshell, okay? Is creating this space here, right? Remember that?
Yep.
It's like we're shooting ourselves in the chin, okay?
Mhm.
So we can rotate back, right? You can rotate under here. And not have to stand up, because what goes up must come down, right?
yeah.
And if you're not, you know, athletic enough, not that you're not, I don't mean to say that you're not athletic, but it takes a lot of coordination to be able to time everything up if you've got a lot of
that up and down.
fluctuations up and down, right? Okay. Good.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. All right, so we've created the space. We're going to stretch to the target, and we're going to finish. Hold that finish. Good. That's okay. That's all right. So, positives from today, you finished a lot better.
Yeah.
Right? We're still a little bit on, you know, we've hit a few on top of the ball, but you're going to get there.
Yep.
Just lots of practice. All right. Better finish.
Yeah.
Okay. You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And the ball actually got up in the air, right? So you start hitting some shots like that where the ball's getting up, right? Then the ball's going to hit the green. You have a much better chance, right, of getting it closer to the pin.
Yeah. And also too, it looked like too I wasn't as concentrating on the ball.
Okay.
Because I think once I hear, otherwise, I think I stay on the ball
And
too
so
long.
then it stops. So
Yeah.
right. So we've got to be thinking about swinging through. So we're going to put the ball down. Okay. So 3 things: chin up, right, to maintain posture, keeping the head a little bit more stable, do your pillow drill, and then remember where your target is, right? Your target is always in front of you. It's not here and it's not here. It's out there.
Yeah.
Okay? So work on those things. Any other questions that you have?
No, I got to practice.
Just got to practice, right? And the goal would be, obviously, you start striking a little bit better. Those scores are going to come down, right? We're going to get you playing 18 holes, I know, by the end of the year. Okay, and at least 13 holes in the next 6 months or so. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah, I think
okay,
so.
sounds good. Well, thank you so much.
Hey, well,
See you
thank you,
soon.
Shelley.
Bye-bye.